Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and this is episode 98 of the University Challenge, and today we are at the end of our pre-season, just done the press conference before our first competitive game against AGF in the Europa League, which is tomorrow in the game. So we have reached the end of pre-season and it's been a short pre-season but a frustrating one. We haven't made the signings I wanted to make yet. There was a bit of a change of our transfer strategy which I will come to. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating. Just couldn't get deals over the line for players I wanted to bring in, and then couldn't get rid of players that I wanted to get rid of. So just frustrating that way. But we'll take a look now at the transfers we did manage to complete. So here we are with the transfers in and transfers out. As you can see, 3 players have come in, 2 players have left. We'll start with the players that come in, and first up we have Niall O'Hagan, who's on loan from Norwich for the season. A total fee of 1.1 million. To bring him in on loan. Tried to sign Niall as a left winger to come in as competition for Malonga. Couldn't agree a fee with Norwich. They wanted probably 5-6 million from him, so we came to a deal with him to come in on loan for the season, and then we'll see can we get a deal done at the end of the season. We'll compare him to Malonga. If I just find Malonga, where is Malonga? He's up here. Yep. Just compared to Malonga, you can see he's actually, according to this here, already a better player than Malonga. He's a Republic of Ireland winger, can play up front as well, so he gives us another option up front. Likes to play a slightly different role to Malonga. He likes to play inside forward, whereas Malonga likes to play inverted winger. So we can make that change, but yeah, as you can see, already slightly better than Malonga. Better mentals, aerial, technical and attacking, and more speed. So he gives us a great option on that left wing, in on loan for the season, and definitely worth signing for a season on loan. And hopefully if he plays well we can complete a deal. Next up is Nathaniel Adaje, who comes in as a centre back option, and he is an excellent player ready for us, in on a free. And if we compare him with Angelo Lam, who is a regular starting centre back and who could still actually leave as the transfer window is not closed, you can see he is a better player than Lam already. Definitely a better option. If Lam leaves, he is the immediate replacement, but he'd probably play alongside Lam initially, in on a free for a decent wage. But you can see they're better mental, aerial, technical, attacking, vision and physical. So yeah, just a good option there for us at centre back, the Ghanaian centre back, and yeah, that's a good free signing for us. And our last signing was another loan signing, so 2 loans and a free have come in. Adam Ellison comes in on loan from Middlesbrough for 5 months, and I'll explain why it's only 5 months in a minute. But if we compare him with Casper Nielsen, who will be leaving in the next couple of weeks, where is Casper, who was our starting right back, and you can see it's not much difference. Better in some areas such as technical, speed, physical and mental, lacking a little in the air and a little in defending, but he is only 22 and hasn't played much, so hopefully he'll improve over the season. And he's only with us for 5 months, and hopefully he can just help us get through to the middle of the season when more players will arrive, which we will get to in a minute. In terms of players who have left, Casey McAteer has gone to Linfield, a club we do a lot of business with. Casey wanted to leave at the end of the season on a free, so decided to sell him now, cash in. We got 50,000 for him, and he was a really good servant for us. Came in on a free, played a lot of games, and scored some vital goals. Good performer, and he was a good option when he was here. The other sale is Harvey O'Brien has left. I was looking to sell Harvey anyway, but he came and said he wanted to leave at the end of the season on free as well, so he decided to cash in on him. He goes to Derry. Derry were the only club that wanted him for 85,000. Similar fee to Jack Keeley went to Derry for, actually. He was here at the start. He's one of the players that was here at the very start, won the first title with us, played a lot of games for us, was always a backup really, but 85,000 for him when he was going to go on a free is a decent deal. So that's the players who have come in, but we have done other business. As I said, we changed strategy midway through the pre-season because deals won't be done, and I decided to get deals done that players will come in August. So these are players that will join us around the time of the Champions League qualifying, so they will get registered for the Champions League. They'll be there already here for next season, which is great. So first up is Anthony Tumanian, who is a right back. We need a right back, and he comes in, really good right back. If we compare him with Casper Nielsen as well, Casper of course is the player we're trying to replace, and if we look here you can see look at that. He's already better in a lot of areas, and it's close in the other areas. He will develop a 24-year-old Armenian, and he comes into us from Auxerre in France. And if we look at the fee, 75. Oh no, sorry, that's not the fee. The fee for Anthony is 155,000, which is a pretty good deal for us. He comes in August, and he will be probably our starting right back. But we have signed another right back because wanted options there. And Mario Foyes, I learned how to say that name, Foyes, comes in, an Italian right back, 20-year-old. And again, we'll compare him to Casper Nielsen because he's the man. He's going to be replacing really. And why can't I find Casper, even though I've compared him several times? There he is. Casper Nielsen. And there he is. Look at that. Casper's the better player. There's no doubt about that. But he is only 20-year-old and has a lot of potential. And it will be good to have him as the backup. Probably ahead of George Gittow, who we may try and sell in the mid-season. So we had to pay 650,000 for him. As I said though, he has a lot of potential, and that's what we want in a young backup right back. Then our next signing is Pedro Paulo from Braga in Portugal. He comes in as a right winger option, and he will probably take over that spot when he comes in ahead of Conor McGlennon. Actually tried to sell Conor McGlennon, which he's not happy about, but anyway, he comes in from Braga. Hasn't played for Braga, but he's been on loan in Brazil, most recently at Vasco da Gama, where he's played well, and he comes in for us on a small enough fee of 51,000 initially, could rise to 67,000. So he'd be a good option in on the right when he does join us. And finally, a midfield option, Mohamed Bouchenov comes in from Dijon for 325,000, and he's kind of signed as Barres' replacement if Barres was to leave. But if Barres stays with us, which he has at the moment, he would come in there as an option in midfield. If we just go and compare him to Barres, you can see it's not too much difference. Look, Barres better in the areas. If you look at vision and speed, that's where Bouchenov takes over. But I think he's a good option, and if Barres is still with us, those two in midfield could be a great combo. And Justin Friese then could maybe go further forward, or Barres could drop into the defensive midfield position, and then Bouchenov and Friese could play as the centre midfield too. So lots of options there when they come in. So that's 4 signings that are coming in August. So midway through the season we'll actually be strengthening without signing, and with the signings done, so that's good. If we look at our squad at the moment, you'll see yeah, I think there's plenty of quality there. I would have liked to strengthen maybe the backups a bit. Sebastian Mason comes in as well. He was on loan at Cork last season. He'll probably start the season as a defensive midfielder. I want to give him plenty of games, as he has lots of potential and could be a really good player for us. Greg Sloggett is his backup for the season at the moment until signings come in the summer. So yeah, it's a strong enough squad, I think, to win the title anyway. I'd have some concerns about Champions League. 26 in the squad at the moment. Casper Nielsen will leave. That'll be 25. The 4 players come in. That will be 29. But then Adam Ellison will be leaving. So it'll be a 28-man squad when all the players come in. And I think that's enough depth to get us through the season, hopefully. And then we can challenge. We'll challenge with the title, which we'll talk about now. If we look at the season preview for this season of the Electricity League, you'll see we are the overwhelming favourites at 2-9 on. And if you look at the media dream team, we have loads of players in it. Andy Appin, Adaje, Bonavie, Nielsen is there at the moment, but he'll be leaving of course. Conor McGlennon, Barres, Friese, Lancashire and O'Hagan, who's in on loan, all in the dream team, with overwhelming favourites with the bookmakers, with overwhelming favourites with the media prediction. If you see here, go to club info, media prediction first. Yeah, so we're definitely expected to win this title, and to win it comfortably again is the prediction. So hopefully we can do that, but it's the Champions League I'm more focused on this season. Hopefully we can pull off the win there. As for our pre-season friendlies, we've played 4, won 2, lost 2. We lost the last 2 1-0, but they were rotated teams because so early in the season I wanted everyone to try and get some match fitness. Everyone more or less playing 45 minutes in the game, so not too worried about the defeats. But we are ready for tomorrow's game in the Europa League. And if we look at just look at the match fitness there, you can see most players are close to match fit. Adaje came in very late in the pre-season, so he hasn't had a full pre-season training. That's why his match sharpness is not brilliant. but everyone else is close to good enough to go in the Europa League in that game tomorrow against AGF, and that will be in the next episode. So that concludes the wrap up of pre-season, and looking forward to how season 8 will go here at UCD. It's a little bit unsure about how good this squad is, but we'll soon find out as the season starts. So next episode will be those two remaining Europa League games we have left, and a quick reminder of the table. You'll see we are in 16th on 9 points, 2 games to go against AGF, who are in 22nd, and Hoffenheim, who are in 11th. So both at home, and hopefully we can pick up at least 3 more points that I think would make us through to the playoff round. So if you did enjoy today's episode, please drop it a like. It'll really help the video to be seen more, and hopefully for this channel to grow. It has been growing brilliantly of late. I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed, everyone who has watched, everyone who has liked. It just means a lot to see people are enjoying the videos. If you want to join us on this journey, please hit the subscribe button. That way you won't miss any videos. Videos are posted Monday to Friday at 6 PM Irish time, and subscribing is the best way not to miss any of them. If you want to catch up on anything we've done, there is a playlist on the channel that does appear on the screen at the end of this video. So until the next episode when we start season 8 in the Europa League, please take it easy.